Ah, the 2000s. What a simpler time back then. The years of amazing shows, movies, songs, toys and video games, which formed our beloved childhoods, and so many amazing products and inventions were created during the early 2000s. But moving back onto nostalgic tunes in the 2000s, the main reason why this video exists is physical media, which involves many sorts of people using these tunes called DVD discs. I know, right? Probably haven't heard that in a while. But anyway, DVDs were the new kid on the block at the time. DVDs were everywhere as a kid. If you didn't have one of these bad boys, were you even alive back then? Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to feel any older than what I am right now. But anyway, if you actually wanted to get a DVD at the time, you'd have to go outside and go to a store to either purchase or rent it. A concept lost in time. And the stores which you were able to rent them or buy them were stores like HMV, Extravision, and I'm pretty sure Golden Disc done it as well, and many others. But at the time, DVDs weren't just used for shows and movies. They were also used for various other sources of media, like video games and music. Just like how I mentioned for shows and movies with DVDs, video games and music also had their own shops and stores where you were able to purchase these. Like for example, for video games, you were able to get them from GameStop and Game. And for music, you were able to purchase them from HMV and Golden Disc. Now you might have noticed I focused a lot on DVDs in my section of this video, because they were a big prevalent part of physical media back then, and they were probably the biggest one out of them all, so that's why I went in depth about them. So, as you can see, the 2000s had a lot of physical media back in the day, which we all find nostalgic, but as the years went on, it slowly started to die down with physical media being produced, and with physical stores being shut down, thanks to inflation and other sources of reason. But one of the biggest reasons was definitely thanks to
Oh, hi. COVID affected our lives in many ways, from entertainment to media in general, especially distribution.
But hey, it's not all bad. We can still go to the cinema and stuff. What? This caused a lot of games to be delayed, including Gollum. I love Gollum.
As you can see behind me, a lot of smaller channels begin to blow up during COVID. However, COVID couldn't last forever. Eventually, we had to go to...
After the decline of physical media leading into the 2020s, a lot of distribution methods are not available anymore for one reason or another. When it comes to physical and digital media, the many distribution sources of movies, video games, music and art are constantly changing and evolving. In Ireland, there are lots of options when it comes to purchasing and viewing physical and digital media. Shops such as Golden Discs, HMV and Tower Records are prime examples of physical distribution methods for CDs, vinyls and DVDs, with Spotify, Apple Music, Netflix and Disney Plus being their most popular digital counterparts. With the repopularisation of physical media, HMV and Tower Records have been able to reopen shop in Dublin City and are the perfect place to purchase physical music and film media. When it comes to the likes of video games, there has always been a presence of online markets, but the physical side dominated the early generations of consoles. Shops such as Smith's, GameStop and Harvey Norman were the most common places games were bought, but over time, the likes of Steam, PlayStation Store and Xbox Store took over the market and forced companies to prioritise digital releases. This in turn left Smith's as the only modern physical game seller and paved way for second-hand markets to become more popular for the likes of older games. In Ireland, CEX is a great shop for purchasing second-hand games, consoles, technology and DVDs. In the world of art and literature, the physical market still dominates in comparison to games, music and movies, which is quite refreshing to see that in some aspects physical distribution is still the favoured method.
Physical distribution is the movement of products, goods between factories and warehouses, delivering the finished product to the customer. This involves cell distribution channels like wholesale and e-commerce, and components like customer service, order processing, and transportation. Customer satisfaction increases and so do sales using physical distribution that ships products faster and more eco-friendly. The shipping times distribution is quicker. A stat came out that 48% of shoppers said that they received their packages within 2 to 3 days and 42% received their packages within 4 to 7 days. The costs are reduced because the supply chain costs are reduced, which means you save in the areas of transportation, inventory and warehousing, as you're not spending money for extra shipping and storage space. Digital distribution is the process of delivering products, content or services to customers through online using websites, apps and social media. Using these services allow the business to reach a global audience quicker without needing physical distribution. The digital distribution is more cost effective. It eliminates the physical distribution and it takes away the overhead cost. The content, products and services are immediately open for access, which brings more customers in and improves retention. Also provides data from the customer's behaviour, purchasing patterns and preferences.